if you had the progenitors in the deck.
No, they have a blocker now. I get an ad right when they.
No, I'm saying if you had a progenitors in the deck and they go for the brain freeze,
hmm It wouldn't work though, right? Oh, I
you would because then
actually
you draw the progenitors, but then you cast
the the hoof. Yeah,
the
actually, right here the
yeah
progenitors would have mattered. But then that's
yeah
only if the hoof is directly in your hand, though.
yeah yeah exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the only situation that it would matter, right?
hmm
But well, I mean, how many endurances you cut the endurances, right?
Yeah, because I don't think it matters the endurances.
But it's another way to get around brain freeze, right?
I saw, the other high tide player. I would Marcus playing this deck recently too. I wonder what's going on that they decided to play it again.
Uh, I don't know. I guess I just like the deck.
Maybe. I mean, well, it's one thing to like the deck, but then I wonder if there's a reason why they're playing it again, though.
Maybe they think it's good against Delver.
Maybe.
I mean, it's got a very solid mana base, right? So
Yeah, that's true. And it's got
islands.
creatures that annoy Delver, like these one ones.
Yeah,
Like Cloudflare blocks Murktide, which is funny.
that's true. Yeah.
I think we maybe win this game if we had the Mindbreak Trap.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, actually, to
It,
be
it's
fair,
kind of hard to say because
one of the Waterwoods that we had also was through Green Sun. So I don't. I think the hard part is deciding whether we should have mulligan or not.
I mean, I think the hit was fine, right? Because
It's like a pretty fast kill, right? And they have to kill us on turn
yeah,
three, which I guess they can now. I thought it's a turn four deck usually.
yeah, it used to be a turn four, right? Because they used to play one blue for one pay, one blue for high tide, and then three would make 6 mana for time spiral.
hmm
But this one just killed you on with 3 islands. So
I guess it's a little faster. Maybe, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Is there a world I would play Teak or Oof again? I do play Oof, Straz Daddy. It's just not relevant in this matchup. So here's my list. Unless you mean over Oof, is maybe what you mean. The reason why I play Oof main and not like a Teague is because Oof does not interfere with my game plan, whereas Teague does. It doesn't mean Teague is unplayable. In the past we have played Teague before. The issue is what some people think is the premier combo deck in the format. Doomsday is unaffected by Gaddock Teague is the problem. Well, the premier spell based combo, I should say. And unless the metagame changes, I don't think um, it's, right now is the time for Teague, so to speak. Obviously, it has other applications like being good against like TES, for instance.
mm,
Game three against Alex McKinley. Did we get a chance to Green Sun for two? No, right? We were just dead already, right?
yeah, we died.
Yeah.
I think you were ready to uh, green sun, but just didn't have enough time.
Oh wait, they moaned a three. That's right, and they kept burning wish on top. It was
Right.
unfortunate for us, I guess. Hopefully they just like whiff right off the ponder.
Hmm.
The queues are long today for some reason.
Uh, mm, hold on. Oh, you watching the replay?
Yeah, I'm looking at this again. I think this is like as good a non-Thoughtseize hand as you can have outside of the turn two natural order. You know what I mean? Like maybe we're supposed to mold, but I feel like you only have a 40% chance to hit Thoughtseize, and I don't think you can keep a hand just because of snuff out. You know what I mean? Which is like more conditional.
Yeah. I. Mm, I think, if, like I said, I think if the mulligan, maybe you try to hit a thought season, but otherwise, like your hand is pretty fast, bro.
The hand is really fast, right?
So, I mean, again, you always have a chance to draw your thought season next turn, right? So,
Right. I guess I'm not familiar with how fast High Tide is. I thought we would have maybe the turn four, or turn three, I
I
guess.
thought so too. I thought turn four was more reasonable.
Yeah, and actually during this chain, if we hit Thoughtseize, we can cast it off the Burst Floor too. So
Correct. So it just happened that they had a very good hand.
yeah, I think that's okay. We can snap. Ironically good against us, but snuff out could have stopped that if we wanted to. And I didn't see their hand, but it's possible they could have just had force. So Thoughtseize would not have even mattered. Oh, we're playing against reanimate infect again.
Yeah, in fact, again.
Against infect, I don't think I like this hand.
Um,
It's slow.
yeah, I mean the reclaimer is kind of cool, but it's not good
Not
enough
not
for
for
it.
this matchup. Yeah. I think we have to keep. It's like a turn three, and we essentially mulligan. Oh my god. All right. Oh, maybe they changed decks.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's not. What we're thinking.
Maybe days here. Well, the good thing is polluted delta is always combo too these days.
That's true.
Oh, basic
That's
island also is combo.
that seems like ant.
Could be Doomsday,
Uh,
but
I
probably
don't.
Ant.
I don't think I've ever seen this person playing Doomsday, so maybe I don't know.
We'll test right now what they have.
Oh, interesting.
Fluster main. I wonder what that could mean. Doomsday, I don't think plays Fluster. Could
I
be
mean,
show and tell.
but it's not. Show and tell with Pluto. I guess it could be.
Yeah, it's probably show and tell.
Yeah,
Volcanic
yeah,
Island.
show and tell. It's starting to look like show and tell.
Now I kind of wish I kept the Archon, right? I think we have to jam here. There's no real choice. And hope they don't have the. Okay, what do they have here?
Hmm. Did they just pass in the turn?
I'm not sure. I think they're
Yeah.
lagging. Okay.
Oh, That
All
was a
right,
good
so
draw.
I guess the question here is, um, hmm, do we? I think we have to slam natural order, right? Like, I don't think we
Yeah.
can give another turn. Wow. Okay.
What?
I'm confused now.
Okay, that's not. Is this still show and tell, or are we just like blue red something?
I honestly don't know.
Interesting.
I feel like it's some kind of. Actually, I don't know. Now I'm not really sure. This card is usually in control decks in modern.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Plus a storm and a card. That feels weird because one is super fast, the other one is not.
Yeah, agreed. This is a very slow card, so that's why I'm a little confused. It could be just blue red control, just like strange deck.
Hmm.
Main deck EE also feels like
Yeah, so it's definitely a control deck then.
yeah.
They have four cards in the hand.
All right.
Interesting. So they remove a Narset.
So the
Okay.
interesting thing here is, do I get Archon or do I get Gris?
Oof.
Usually, I guess wrong a lot of times in this case.
Mm.
Because if I get Archon here, given what they've shown, maybe I just name Planeswalker. What do they pitch? Narset.
Yeah.
Uh, um, if I get
Yeah.
Gris, that's pretty good too, though.
I think Gris is better, right?
Why is that?
It's probably harder for them to deal with, right?
Then the
I
Archon?
mean, I don't
Archon?
know.
Huh?
Let's
Archon,
think
if we
about it
name
for
Planeswalker, given what we've seen, I don't know if they can answer that either, right?
right.
Well, actually, they probably can't even answer the Gris, period.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Uh,
mean, Archon naming Planeswalker, they can't Jace it.
but they could, like, potentially have, like, a Brazen Borrower or something. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
But I don't think it's unlikely, yeah.
They could have like unholy heat. No. No, I don't think they have that card actually. They probably have like things like deck fade and stuff.
To deal with what?
No, I'm saying like they usually that kind of deck since they have Narset, they probably have like deck fade and then
Mhm.
Hull Breacher.
I feel like they would probably have some number of Jays, which is why I'm a little bit nervous to get Archon.
Right. Yeah.
Like this kind of deck usually has some Jace.
Hmm.
And while they didn't show white, doesn't mean they don't have it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
For swords. It looks like some kind of blue red deck though. I don't know.
Yeah, the deck is interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting deck. Uh, it could be a blessing in disguise that we weren't able to kill them, so we can figure out what's going on with their deck.
Mm-hmm.
We have one, two, three creatures in the yard. So still a while away. Blood Moon?
Excuse me?
Okay. I was not expecting that. Well, that's really bad for us.
Oh, let's hope that Gris can
Go
carry
the
us to
distance.
victory.
Yeah, hopefully Gris can just go the distance here, right? We don't have to worry about anything else.
Wow.
They're on a one
But
turn
like,
clock, though.
wasn't it that modern deck we used to play?
Yeah, see, we would have got. Well, we would have named Enchantment to be. I mean, a Planeswalker to be fair.
Planeswalker, yeah. Wasn't even the blue red deck that people used to play modern.
Blue
What's it called?
Moon?
Blue Moon? Yeah. There you go. They're playing Blue Moon in Legacy.
I know, right?
I like the Mystic Sanctuary Blue Moon.
I know, right? The Nombos.
Also,
Yeah, I
they're
played
playing
against
like,
somebody on Snapcaster Humility deck the other day.
oh wow, yeah,
It
that's a
was
good
actually
one
the
too.
person that top aided the most recent challenge.
Oh wow,
Yeah, so pretty crazy. Uh, hmm.
good deck building there.
uh, well, how do I want to play it? I think we want. This is an endurance matchup.
I think Assassin's Trophy might be good, right?
I don't want against a Blood Moon deck. I don't want to really fetch black,
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
right? I think we just want to have clean mana and then just like not have to worry about their shenanigans. You know what I mean? Their Blood Moon
Collective might
shenanigans.
be okay, right?
Huh?
Against the Plague Engineer. I mean I'm sorry, the Engineer Explosives.
What we collective?
Roof, yeah. I don't
No,
know.
I think it's a little bit too narrow because I feel like explosives is like probably like a one or two of, and I just want live cards all the time. I think.
Okay,
I think this is kind of how I want to board. I feel like they're just straight blue red because of the blood moons. And normally against these kind of like control decks that don't have green, I like Thoughtseize, but I think given the way that they've constructed their deck, I probably don't want Thoughtseize here.
makes
Yikes.
sense.
This is a mole. I think we can just fetch, for the most part, basics. Every time I think about, cutting down to one basic forest, I play against something like this, and then it reminds me it's not really negotiable, you know what I mean?
Mhm. Reclaimer is an excellent card.
It is. Fixes your mana for you, too.
It's gonna bolt, I guess.
Might be, yeah. Unholy Heat, okay. So more or less the same thing.
Oh, they do have a holy heat. Okay.
So here, we can either Visionary or Reclaimer plus Arbor.
Hmm. I mean, I don't think you're reclaiming, right? Because it's just gonna kill with the thing, right?
They could, but that's a one for one. But yeah, I think you're right. I think we just go and do this. They probably have Narset, but if they do have it, I don't think there's anything we can do about it anyways. And also, we get the draw first, so
Right.
look at this. We might be able to diversify our threat suite. Sure.
Blood fucking moon. Mm.
I think here there's two lines, right? We could get the Reclaimer, but they can just kill it. We can get the Birch Lore and Morph. I don't know if that does anything though.
Uh. Okay. The other line is to If you play a birch, no, that
I
doesn't
think I
work.
think the line I kind of like is
Because
the
if you play the
arbor
birch lore,
and
then
the
you have
huh.
the option to maybe bossage them.
Say that again.
So if you play the birch lore,
Uh huh.
then you can kind of have the option to like bossage them.
Oh, the
Because
use
like,
the
okay, so
EE.
assuming like, let's say if you don't attack with a visionary, right,
Uh huh.
and you just cast birch lore, and then you can play like a dread arbor.
Yeah, but then they can just respond to it, right? I think
No,
I think what I want to do
no, no,
here
they
is,
can't. They can't. They can't
what do you mean?
respond to what?
No, if we try to Boseiju their EE is what you're saying, right?
No, no, I was gonna say if they bossage you, I'm sorry. If that's what I was saying. I don't think. No, I think you want to like use heritage druids bait to force them to use the
To pop the EE, you mean?
yeah.
We
Because then
still could do that. To be fair.
because then you can bossage the moon, then it unlocks your cradle.
All right, so they're trading one for one. I think that's okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh man,
submerge.
come on. Submerge out of control deck?
I mean, maybe you want to keep the blood moon around them. Never mind.
Wait, say that again.
I said maybe we wanted the blood moon to stay around because.
It's. I think we want the blood. We can play through the blood moon actually. Thank you for the follow, Inquisitor. That's ugly.
Counter spell. Okay.
This vision is gonna have to go the distance. Oh my god, Jace.
Mm.
That's kind of brutal.
Mm. It's gonna be a hard one.
I think if I were to do it again, I probably would play the Heritage and the Arbor because what we lose to or what we're afraid of is a Planeswalker, right? That we can't take
Yeah.
down now. There's too much loyalty. Like
Hmm.
we're just out of range at the moment. Although to be fair, they can still crack the E to stay alive.
Well, if you draw natural order,
We can't cast it. We don't have the green mana.
we just will sage you the blood moon.
Oh, sure. We can still do that. The plus here is kind of brutal.
It's interesting because they keep on only hitting and removing the elves that not one drops, right?
Yeah. It's like really funny. It's like their EE's not doing anything. That's a lot of unholy heats, though. Jesus.
I know. I mean, they have like to have list like one pyroclasm in the deck, right?
For sure, they have pyroclasm. It's just like, how do we play? I don't think we can play around it now, right?
Oh, Narset.
I think here we have to go everything to Narset.
On a brainstorm that I can't cast. Oh, interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, you can Narset, right?
Hmm.
And you just play the once upon a time, or
I don't think we do because we can't. Well, yeah, I don't think we do because we don't have green mana anyways to cast whatever it is we want.
Right. So you just do it in their turn.
Right. We don't want to give them information what we have,
I think
while
they
leaving up
know.
a sage if need be.
Maybe they know about that because I think they fate sealed you.
About the Once Upon a Time, me?
Yeah.
Let me see. I think you are right. I think you are right. They don't know. They wouldn't know what we got though.
Mm. EE is not doing anything
I
interesting.
know. Nice E. Ugh. Jesus. I guess
It doesn't really matter, right?
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You're in so many lands. Oh, no, I just realized they could also have like, is it Staticaster?
Yeah, they could. I feel like it's either or, right? It's either Pyroclasm or Staticaster.
Right.
And we're dead to either one, so we just have to hope they don't have it.
Actually, they wanted to use those fetch lands now.
Hmm?
I bet they want to use those fetch lands.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, the Narset helped them, but we took the Narset off the board, but. Okay,
There
another
you
one.
go. Speaking of the devil,
I know, right?
another EE. Okay.
EEs that don't do anything.
No, not much, right? Oh man. You just kill Narset. No, you kill Drace now, right?
The question is how many to send to Jace.
Send two, because Narset's they'll get another card and that's it, right?
I don't think we even want to give them another card, right?
I think Jace is more important.
And what? Let's lock down the Jace.
No,
So
you can swing two at Jason and one at Narset.
that's what I was gonna do. One at Jace and two at Narset, but
Mm,
and just deny them the card. I think we have to play to win here.
okay.
If they have it, they have it. Like, please, yes,
Apparently they
thank
do
you.
not have it.
They do not have it. Yeah, we were able to successfully take Jace off the board, which is kind of insane.
I know. Now they're gonna EE for two.
They might EE for two, given this board state. I mean, they can't EE for a zero, so and
No, but it doesn't do it because it doesn't work.
yeah,
You had to be a powder keg to be able to kill this.
I know. All right, what do they have now? All right, EE for two. These EEs have not done anything. It's kind of
No,
funny,
because they don't use it.
huh?
They're not using them. Like they killed two of your creatures that cost one mana with like removal, spot removal.
Oh my god, our
Oh my gosh,
draws have been just
I'm drawing.
horrible.
I swing everything in our set
Uh, Agreed.
because
It's just the
that
damage
guy's
not
gonna
worth it.
die.
We,
Okay, so they don't have anything. What the fuck?
they might just crack the EE for no value here. What is going on?
Okay. I mean, I thought they're gonna crack the one that
It,
for two, right?
if we had just drawn anything, I think we would be like so far ahead right now. Oh my god.
It's not a Jace. Okay. I mean, I was kind of assuming they had a second Jace because just draw anything that's relevant.
I know. Look at how flooded we are. I guess they are too. To be fair.
Yeah, but they have like Jace and Narset.
That's true. We didn't really have anything all game.
No. Oh no, did he defeat Seal last turn with Jace?
They did.
Wow. Oh, here comes Engineer Explosives for
Here
two.
come a visionary. Wow. This glimpse is not gonna do anything because we don't have another green source.
No, not the way things are.
They, they left it on bot. They put it on top. Couldn't tell.
I don't know how it works anymore, actually.
They didn't say. What the heck?
No, it doesn't. You're just gonna run that into the EE?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an argument to make. Maybe we besage you the blood moon so we can unlock the glimpse. Actually, that's might have been better.
I think if you're gonna do that, then you wait to draw a second creature.
Oh, before doing that, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. If you're gonna do that, take that line.
Maybe they'll just deck themselves. What's going on?
Mm.
This game is really funny.
That's funny.
I think we might have to. Well, it depends if we draw a creature here. Let's see what they do.
To get rid of Blood Moon?
Yeah, it's entirely possible we hit the blood moon here. What do you think?
I mean, you don't have anything though. Oh, you're saying like banking on drawing a creature?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
Well, actually, maybe we do it after we draw one.
okay.
All right, that would have been good.
Yeah. Well, then I guess you do EOT next turn, right?
Yeah.
You still have one more forest you can fetch, correct?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think I do it EOT now.
Because they're not getting any advantage with Jace, right? Because they just keep fate sealing.
Right. I think we do it now, right?
Sure. What are they gonna put on top?
Ooh, that's a little scary, actually.
Is it iteration?
No, unholy heat.
Oh, okay.
Damn, we just drew all lands this game. Jesus.
Hmm. See if Gris resolves now. Do you just kill Jace or do you?
I think we have to just kill Jace.
Because they're gonna holy heat the thing, right?
I mean, we lose otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't even think we attack, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, actually, you're right. They haven't showed any creatures.
You know, like Snapcaster.
Because the thing is, Unholy Heat would kill the Grist anyways. So
Right,
they
that's what
would.
I'm saying. Yeah, man, they have three cards in hand. We have three cards in hand, but man, our cards are garbage.
I know, right? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Like, what is going on? Like, what? Now I'm like really confused. Like, this player doesn't seem to want to win the game for some reason.
Hmm.
No, what cost us? We flooded out this game. That's the issue.
Yeah.
They're like just all permission, just as dirtle, I guess.
It is very dirty.
They might just. Well, I don't think they'll time out, but we'll see.
At least play like Thing in the Ice or something.
I think their weakness is just Jace.
It might be. It could be playing four Jaces
That's quite good.
if it resolves.
Oh, do I get the? I don't think I want the endurance, right?
I think it's a better creature, right?
Then the reclaimer.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can put your stuff back in your from your graveyard back into your deck.
I could. Oh, you're right. I could put the arbor back in. That's actually smart.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you should probably do this now on your turn
Oh, why is that?
because they could do some. They could have Force of Will, like just hard cast Force of Will,
That's fair.
and Endurance doesn't get hit by Force of Negation, anyways.
Hmm.
The only difference they can have counterspell, but they can counterspell anytime. So,
Right.
and that looks like that's what they're doing.
Hmm.
So, is our plan to try to see if they deck themselves?
I don't really know what's going on with their deck, to be honest.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, 16 is still a lot, to be fair. But I'm like super confused at the moment. Like,
But submerged. We have a fetch land in place, son.
I know that's not a smart move by them.
They got a Jason.
They just turned on our fetch land.
Okay. I guess they're under pressure of the clock. I guess.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh.
god, our draws are
Oh.
just like.
I mean, the way this game is going, you're gonna draw up to 8 cards and then discard progenitors.
It's possible. Like our draws have just been so bad this game.
Hey man, I thought Guy's Cradle was a good land.
At least we boarded correctly. I think boarding in the endurance is correct.
Yeah, probably. They have Mystic Sanctuaries and stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, drew another land.
What is going on?
No, no, don't even play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't
No,
play it.
I think we still play it in case we draw the endurance. But I guess no, you're right. If we do draw endurance, we can just still play it then.
I was gonna say because you can just discard the progenitors at one point. I
Yeah.
wasn't kidding. Because it looks like it might go that long.
No, you're right. You're right.
Hmm. Draw a creature. Yay.
Yes. Dang, how many permission spells do they have?
Man, I saw three counter spells so far.
And a couple forces too.
Actual factual counter spell.
I think this person actually goes into my LGS. I could be wrong though. Like that
Uh,
username sounds familiar.
You should ask them.
They choose. So they gave us the natural. What is going on? That's the third EE. Wow.
A lot of lands.
We're on the pressure them with time now plan.
Makes for some great streaming.
It does. Not really, but yeah.
Hmm. So you have to draw endurance or excuse me, or visionaries, I guess. Hang on, Newton.
Yeah,
Don't play any more cards.
I agree. For multiple
No,
reasons.
no, you shouldn't even play the Wirewood actually.
Oh, because of Jace?
Yes, they only have 7 cards left in their deck, and you can actually just discard with progen. Now it doesn't work anymore, but
Oh, I see what you're saying.
they wouldn't have enough cards left in their deck before they deck themselves. Now you have exact 7 cards,
Uh,
so I think they win. Oh no, they have 6 cards, right?
yeah, I'm
You
at
have
seven.
7. Okay, so they die first, right? Because you have 7,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're gonna have 5. Yeah, they die. They die first. That's
Unless they
interesting.
brainstorm me or something. Sorry,
How?
brainstorm me. No, I'm thinking of Ancestral Recall. That doesn't work. Yeah,
Wrong format, Newton. Wrong
I
format.
know.
And it can like even Mystic Sanctuary because they have a Blood Moon play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they realize it's Uno. Wow.
Wow, they have no actual win condition. That's hilarious. Wow, what a game.
Games like this, if I was playing by myself, I would feel like I want those 40 minutes back.
Yeah, I think if I was playing this by myself, I probably would tilted.
Like even if you win, you feel like you lost. It's like
Exactly, because we lost our time, right?
God damn it! Like I knew I was gonna win. Why would you do that to me?
I know.
uh, that's
On that note, okay, now I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. What a crazy game.
crazy. Hmm. That was a tense game.
You there, Romario?
Yeah, I was looking the NBA playoffs schedule actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know. Part of the reason why I want to stream tonight too is because I know the Clippers playing game is tomorrow. Also, shout out to you, man. I probably would have missed that they would have decked themselves. The
Yeah,
reason
look at
why
those
I was not going to play any more cards was because of putting Progenitus back to
in the deck.
yeah, to natural order 4. But yeah, I probably would have missed that they were gonna deck themselves.
I mean, it seemed like they missed it for the first two turns too.
Yeah, they should have stopped.
Yeah, they were like digging too much.
That was definitely an unusual game.
Hold on, so Minnesota has a good team now?
Good is probably stretching it. I think playable is probably more like it. I think this is the key.
See, that's the problem with the NBA playoffs. I mean, I'll probably watch some of the first round of the playoffs and then get back to like no later. Oh,
Ooh, it might be the buy.
is that still a buy?
ACAS?
Yeah.
You can lose, but you're still pretty favored, I think. Our hand is also not great against him. I actually had the other week somebody uh, saw my username, saw to make confirm my first play was gonna be on elves, and then conceded to me,
That's that's funny.
and they were on ACAS.
So they knew that they weren't gonna win.
They didn't want to, take the chance. I guess you can lose, but it is not. It's hard to lose.
Gotcha.
I think I actually lost recently on stream, believe it or not, because I kept a really slow hand game one, and then I
Mhm.
lost game three because they just had like a hand that lined up really well against the hand I kept.
Ah,
So it's possible. It's just very unlikely.
gotcha.
This is the reason to be on elves, in my opinion, in the metagame perspective right now. This elves is a 8 cast killer.
And that deck is pretty popular, so yeah.
I think it's the second most popular deck right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Maybe it's a Cannoneer coming out. We'll see. Oh wow, that's a slow hand that they kept. I think here we just fetch Bayou and then Green Sun for two. We'll see if they, you know, have either force or crack all their baubles in response.
Neither.
Neither. Yeah.
They just like do it.
They probably also don't. They're probably also not used to playing against uh, main deck
Oh.
collective.
Oh.
It's a lot of dudes though, or constructs, I should say.
Maybe that's their plan.
Good thing we have the collective. The Shadow Spear would be scary.
Oh yeah. Life gain is
So the question here, I guess, is what do we minus? I think we had the first one has to be minus. I think
You think so?
actually the first one could be plus. We block one and then we chuck
Let's see
both.
what's there.
Huh? Is what you're saying?
I mean, I feel like you can just plus
And just
and
take it
block,
easy.
right? Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, we could do that.
I mean, you're not gonna die to one if you take 6 or 7 next turn, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They probably attack the Gorist, I would imagine, but we'll see.
So
Uh, yeah, it's attacked by both. I think we just do that, right?
okay. I mean, yeah.
The Visionary is probably a nightmare for them too. I think we Visionary probably first. See what
Okay.
we draw. That's pretty good. I think we can probably still plus.
Mm,
Yeah,
I guess, yeah. Do you just try to once upon a time in a turn, or you play the
we can do
play?
both.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, play Birchlore and then
I think we once upon a time end a turn.
okay.
I think here we probably pitch the Birch Lore.
Mm-hmm. And just make mana before it dies, and
Right. Because if we hit a Wirewood, they're in like big trouble.
there's a Cradle.
Yeah, the Cradle's pretty nuts too. Probably just take the Cradle because we can cast Huff pretty
Cradle
soon.
just wins, right?
Huh?
Cradle just wins, right?
I think so. Let me see. Yeah, they have to have the Force here.
As a no, they don't have anything. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Uh,
damage.
yeah. Our hand was not even good, and this is normally not even good in this matchup, but still worked out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just because the collector was just insane. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't have any islands or.
Or I guess it had to be islands or Ottawa.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think here we want the trophy. I don't think we want the snuff out. Let me see what we have. The Gris is like okay against those kind of hands. The endurance not great though. I think
Gris seems kind of slow too, right?
it is.
And
It happened to be good there, but in general, I don't think it's good. I think we probably just want to keep this. I don't think we want the crop rotation, but I think this is okay. The Assassin Trophy, the Snuff Out is like high variance in the same way the Caracas is, except the Caracas is a land drop and can be found. So I think that's why, yeah.
yeah.
Caracas feels so good against Emery though.
Yeah. That's okay against Sai too, I guess too.
What happened?
It's okay against Sai, I guess.
It's okay against that, not great, but also it being a land drop is pretty big.
Mhm. But definitely very good against
Yeah,
Emery.
it's hands like this where I sometimes don't like Once Upon a Time. The card that I would play over Once Upon a Time is probably the Fourth Shepherd, for those who are curious.
No chalice anything.
That tells me. What does it tell me? Maybe they kept a Dismember hand? Um, once first see. Oh. Who even needs it, right? You can just find it off Once Upon a Time. Sure.
There's a Sai.
So if we have a one drop here, we're just gonna play the one drop Inherited Druid into the Collector Oof, but otherwise we just slam the Oof here and just like shut off their stuff. Sides like can be a pretty quick clock. It depends.
So did they not have Force of Will in their deck?
They do. They just must have not had it so far.
No, no, no. But the point is, if they saw that you grabbed Collector Oof,
Uh huh.
wouldn't it be better for them to just sorry crack the baubles in their turn so they can draw two cards now.
Unless they already have
They
it in their.
already have the Force of Will in hand, I guess, but I don't know. It just seemed kind of odd the way they didn't. I see now deactivating. I don't think that's correct.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't think so either. In case you want to draw into Force of Will, right? Unless they already
They
had
don't
it,
have.
but looks like not.
They don't have. Yeah, because they'll have four cards on your main phase
Mm-hmm.
instead of only two.
Right. No, yeah, you're absolutely right. Because especially if they don't have it, it gives them a chance to dig into it as well. Or
Right.
if they just need a pitch card.
Mhm.
Ooh, 3 mana Thoughtcast. The good thing is
Yeah.
this clock is not the fastest against us, and it
No,
looks like
just
they. Go ahead.
two. No, attacking two per turn. That's not.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they kept a good hand at all. Like I wonder why they kept the hand that they did. Here I think given that we just drew the Cradle Hoof, I think the line is well. Let me think. We definitely play that. Actually, I think I want a Visionary and then Green Sun
You don't want to just pass a turn
and
and
Cradle.
yeah.
I think given that we have the heritage here, I think we can go forward. Typically, that's the reason not to get the reclaim get Cradle when you have heritage.
Okay. So do you grab at least a
I think we grab at least a Green Sun for
shepherd?
one. Yeah,
They might try to counter this one.
yeah. You see what I mean, right? Like,
Mhm.
I think we need the mana, so I'm gonna go for it.
What did they removed?
They exile force.
Oh, force or force. Okay.
Yeah,
Swing for three.
yeah. Their clock is probably gonna be too slow,
Yeah, not
but
super
the
rough.
saga does make some more, so we'll see.
Uh-oh, they have Kappa. No, they do. I know, thought monitor. Never mind.
They still could have Kappa, given all the stuff they just
Yeah.
played. So their clock is
Well,
pretty fast now. They're gonna bash for three. We can chump all the other stuff. I think. Well, sorry, we can chump
I
the
mean,
construct. I think it's not lethal.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a really good draw.
Yeah. Do you once first?
I'm debating it. Yeah, I
I
feel
think you
like
really need
we
to spend
Wirewood
Cradle.
first, right?
Okay.
Because if we do that, that tells us what we can once for. They can't force, so
No, yeah, they only have one card in hand.
like we have more information before we once.
Mm.
I think the line here is the Visionary.
Yeah.
Because we can still get Cradle.
Right, right.
Although they could get Needle here, would be annoying.
Oh, maybe should have done their response. I think you should do this now then.
Let me see. So they have 6, 7, 8. I think we bounce the Heritage Druid because it's less mana,
Yeah, it's a one drop. Yeah.
and then we chump with the Wirewood
Mm-hmm.
because we need to get the Cradle.
Correct. Hmm. So now you take 8,
We take 8, but that's fine. 9 maybe.
10, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 8. I'm sorry, 8, 8.
So they get caged. That's which is all
Ah,
I care
it's
about.
a very good one, but just so happened this time doesn't matter.
Yeah, cage is typically really good, but not now. Looks like they have a Cannoneer now, which is fine.
That's the
We have
cap.
like more than lethal, I think.
It's fun to me that it's called Kappa Cannoneer, but it doesn't have any ability that usually cards that have Cannoneer on the name. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What else has Cannoneer in the name?
It could say, like, I don't know, something that has like a shooting kind of ability, like sharpshooter. Like,
Hmm.
goblins have orcus, they have orcs, they have like, no, creatures have like artillery type of names on them.
Uh
That, I don't know, second artifact, do 1 point of damage or something. I don't know, but this thing doesn't have any of that.
huh. Oh wow, they didn't
But
even
didn't even
have.
take it to construct.
Yeah, that can't be right.
Okay. How
They just
many?
cost themselves. Well, I guess maybe they think they need a block or something. I don't know, but it's gonna be a lot of damage.
Ooh, so we're gonna.
I let's see. We have. I don't even think we bothered to. Well, we
I
actually
think
we
you have
do
to go.
glimpse. I think.
Yeah, because their creatures are big.
Yeah. This helps actually.
I thought he was gonna go double glimpse.
I kind of want to save the mana is why I did not do it that way.
Okay.
But let me think about this. I think regardless of how we do it, we're probably gonna win still.
'Cause I feel like we're probably gonna find a second cradle, right?
We could whiff is the problem, but we're likely to find it, so screw it. No, I mean there it is.
There you go. I guess we can make mana untap, bounce, whatever.
All right, we can cage them actually first, and then but it's actually more than lethal. I think. How much? 32. It's got to be more than that we have.
Well, they have two creatures that can
The block a
block.
bunch, right?
You know,
Well, actually, we can just Boseiju their construct. So there's that. If we really want to get fancy, we can just like bounce more. I'm not gonna
there
even
you go.
count. I'm pretty sure it's
Levi,
lethal. Huh?
Orcish Cannoneers. Deals 2 damage to any target and 3 damage to you. See, that's a Cannoneer card.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna count. It's lethal.
Okay. You're not gonna untap and try to draw.
Nah.
Okay. Oh no, yeah, now they only have one big blocker. Wow, it's actually a 15-15.
Yeah, I know. This is the Cyrus school of don't even count, right? It's lethal.
That was a valiant attempt to block.
It's probably be like minus 50 or something right here, if not worse than that.
I'll say
Minus
I was gonna
46.
say 40 something, but okay.
Let's say that again.
I said I was gonna say some 40 something, but
I mean, you're good then. You're close.
I think I'm gonna go now. It's getting kind
Okay.
of late for me now. I'm definitely gonna watch it, but I don't think I can commentate anymore here. Like,
No worries. I
uh,
glad to have you on as always.
yeah, I
Always a
love doing
pleasure,
this
dude.
thing. I feel like I learn a lot playing elves when I'm watching you play. So
I mean, if anything, I learned a lot from you. I definitely probably would have missed the the decking in match number 3 right now if it weren't for you. I probably would have missed that.
That was funny.
I think I've only legitimately decked one other person before this, and that was because somebody had like a draw trigger or something, and then I bogged them. It was somebody playing the Song of Creation deck, and then I bogged them
Yeah,
with two draw triggers on the stack, and they just decked themselves.
that's funny.
Yeah, but this is like the first time I think I've decked somebody else outside of that.
That was a very strange game.
For sure, for sure. A strange deck in general because like they literally had the only win con was Jace, and it's just like what what is going
What are
on?
you doing? Yeah, that was a yeah. Their deck was very interesting. I mean, interesting like not. It seems like they weren't trying to win, and also how the way they played with the explosives too.
Yeah, they gave too much respect. I felt for our creatures with the explosive. Granted, we were playing a little bit defensively, but still, like, what a waste if you're gonna have explosives and then just
Right.
not get essentially any value off of it. It's one for one every time.
Right. Yeah, they were trying to get more value out of it, but Anyways, all right, man. I'll watch the last match and then good luck. Hopefully, we can get the 4-1 here.
Thank you. Yeah, always a pleasure having you on. And then we should run it back. Maybe next time we'll do a Doomsday League.
There you go. All right, man. See you later.
All right, take it easy, man. Always a pleasure. All right, hopefully we can finish strong. We got one more to go. In the honor of Romario. Good to have Levi here too, if he's still in the chat. Levi is probably the best young player that I know. Also, probably just one of the best players I know. Period. No, no qualifier even needed. So Forest Go. I wonder if they're on depths. It looks like it is. I think we play that in this and then pass. Arguments to be made, we play a Cradle, but I think we get more value with the Arbor, right? Like, and I think we're really planning for a turn 4 kill, not a turn 3 kill. Turn 3 is going to be for Glimpse. We'll see how they play it out here, too. Like, if they leave wide open, good chance I just don't fetch the Arbor. Nile the Reliquary? Yeah, sure. Very brave soul here. Turn 2, turn 1, nothing. Turn 2, the Silver Library. Turn 3, Knight. And not interacting with a combo deck. I could Endurance for mana, but I think we might be okay on the mana. Oof. Hmm. Yikes. That is not the card I wanted to draw. The good thing here is I think we have the kill, but we'll see. That was our turn 3. They were on the play, but they didn't do anything the first 2 turns. So what I think we want to avoid here is Wasteland on Cradle and then STP on Arbor would be bad. I don't think Glacial Chasm or anything like that is like game 1. So let's see. We beat Merit Lage here. What we do not want to happen is like them going after our mana, so we can't win. Oh, looks like that's gonna happen. Should be lethal, but you never know. I do not believe Glacial Chasm is game 1, so we'll see. So if they have a Merit Lage, they can, potentially block the hoof, but we have so much damage coming through, it's not gonna matter. We're playing the crop rotation and Caracas package tonight. And looks like it's going to be coming in handy again here. Debatable whether we want the bog. I feel like it usually doesn't matter, but and maybe the creatures is better. We go down to 1 shepherd. I don't think we want the endurances for chump blocks. I don't think that's like a winning line. Like game 1, it has its uses, but I don't think that's where we want to be game 2. Not great, but I think we keep. The rest of the hand is good, is the reason why I kept. Jesus, turn 1 Sylvan Larper is pretty good. That is pretty good though. We do not have the Force of Vigor, otherwise we Force of Vigor on upkeep, right? So they don't get mana off the Mox Diamond. Okay. We're hoping they just go for the combo, like main phase, and then we just Caracas them. They might just take another 4 or 8 here, right? We'll see. That is annoying. I hate seeing this card on the other side. There's nothing we can really do to stop it though. We need a creature here so our Heritage Druid turns on. Did not happen, unfortunately. We have the grindy hand, unfortunately, but I think it might be okay. Well, it really depends what they do here. If they have a whole bunch of mana up, we're priced into playing the what the heck is going on? Why? We're priced into playing the Caracas, but why does it look like they have two of these? What is going on? What fit? Now I am confused. I am not gonna bounce. I want to draw a creature so I can. That works, I guess. Man. Hey, Capolo, how's it going? This is really awkward with the excavator. I know, right? I do need that at the moment. I think we have to pass it. We really needed to hit a one drop there, but we unfortunately did not. Yeah, I played it for a little bit, Andrea. Our opponent. What the? It doesn't change the clock, so I'm not gonna reveal what I'm gonna do. The knight makes it awkward because they can wasteland us. I was gonna say the knight makes it awkward because they can actually keep wasteland up for Caracas, but I think given that they did it here, that's good for us. They may still have glacial chasm, so we're not out of the woods yet, but we're in a better spot. I think we need the mana, so I'm not gonna bounce. That helps a lot, and they're tapped out, so. Actually, hold on. We can once here for a creature. The Visionary I think is good. Here I think we might be able to kill through Merit Lage. So I'm just trying to be careful how I do this. If I screw up, I lose is the problem. But I think we have lethal through Merit Lage. So I'm gonna do it this way. I mean, speaking of the devil, right? Yeah. All right. I was just being careful to make sure we don't lose for no reason. The nice thing is we didn't even expose the Caracas, but happy to see that the game plan of the one Caracas and one crop rotation came in handy. Actually, both cards, right? Like the Caracas was insurance in case something went wrong. Yeah, thank you, Andre. I appreciate that. Yeah, Cradle Control, gotta love it for sure. Um, and then the Cradle just being just a super dark. Sorry, the crop rotation being a super dark ritual, because we already had the Caracas was also very good to just instead of just buying another turn, we just straight up won, right? No worries. I think a lot of people have struggled to play this deck because there's just a lot of angles and just a lot of the lines are not intuitive. Thank you for the follow, Falcon Nog. But yeah, if you want to pick up the deck, just let me know. I always want to see like good pilots play this deck because I do think the deck ceiling is really high. The issue is it's definitely not the best deck in the format. Obviously, I think that's Blue Red Delver because the floor on this deck is also lower than that of Delver for two reasons. The first being obviously you do not want to draw your natural order targets. We drew Progenitus a few times. Not that we still won in spite of it, but not ideal, right? You can draw Archon or Hoof game one, and it's not the best. Yeah, 1 mana 3/2 or like 2 mana 8/8 flying is pretty good, right? Or 1 mana 3/3, all very reasonable rates. Um, the good thing is, I also think having played a little bit of Delver against Jarvis, and then I ran a league with it last week. Also, probably gave me a fresh perspective on the list and where to improve. And that's actually how I got the idea tonight to run the Caracas and crop rotation package again. And as you saw, it was really specifically for this matchup and to a smaller extent the lands matchup. But it worked out pretty well. We still have like some immunity against main phase Merit Lage, which will happen because they're playing around Boseiju, right? But overall played out pretty well while giving us the flexibility against like I think with Caracas we boarded against ACAS. Can come in against Leovold or Euro decks too. Crop rotation obviously also additional graveyard hate. I think going back to league details, maybe we have more chance against Le Masters if we played the Mindbreak traps over the ley lines. But overall, I felt pretty happy about this deck. The snuff outs were absolutely nuts against Infect in the previous league. There was another league. Oh, actually, in the previous league, we also played against the Jeskai Hull Breacher deck, and it was nuts against them too. So overall, pretty happy I think with this list. Obviously, Leyline as usual is the flex slot, but Snuff Out was very good tonight in two matchups. One was like I said, the Infect matchup, and then more popular is the Jeskai Control, where you can hit a Hull Breacher if they're trying to combo you. But everything else, like we pretty much use most of the sideboard except the ley line, I think, which could be mind break traps or whatnot. Um, Anybody have any questions for me? Actually, I'm gonna post my socials again in case people are interested in checking out this deck or just like following me on Twitter, Discord, YouTube, etc. Patreon, obviously, $5 subscription. Actually, I will. You will also get bang for the buck because my metagame update is due coming out tomorrow. Since we're on that topic, I will give a quick sneak peek for all you viewers. So this is kind of my metagame update. This is in word format, but what I do is I will list according to MTG Goldfish the top 10 decks in terms of popularity. Thank you for the follow. If you do follow me, going forward. But what I do is I will list the top 10 decks according to popularity, compared to how they did last month when I did it. So for instance, no change in Delver. 8 cast went from the fifth most popular as of the last time to tomorrow, which is will be the second, and so on and so forth. Right? Obviously, new decks like Ant coming back, Painter and Cloud Post entering the metagame. But those will be, for instance, new metagame. So I list that here, and then I talk about some of my overall impressions, namely that blue red. I think some people want maybe another ban coming up. I don't want to talk too much about bans and what to hit, but uh, this is like a sneak peek for those who are curious in my metagame update. So for those who want to subscribe, it's $5 for this kind of content, plus the sideboard maps for my Cradle control list, and what else do I have? Yes, so and you get my access to my Discord, the Patreon channel, which will have my updates up until even the day of a big event. So for those who last minute changes and whatnot, for the $10 subscription, I will curate to your specific metagame as well. And then if I'm gonna add a new option that is $25, where if you want, you can have me play the Nano Sentinel build, which is the old school classic build, or another deck of your choice if you want me to. I'll call it donation deck or whatever. Last but certainly not least, for those of you who don't know, unfortunately, a friend of the tribe, Testacular, got his collection stolen a couple weeks ago. So what I want to do is post here. Let me just bring this up. I want to post here the GoFundMe page that he started to essentially recover his collection. So here we go. If you want, please donate to. His name is Currin, Curr. Oh, put it here. His name is Kieran, and he started a GoFundMe page, and any donations to there, or if you have just spare elf cards that you don't mind giving away or whatnot. But as you can see, Julian here, helped out as well. But uh, to help get them back on their feet with regards to their collection. So just a little bit of a plug for that. If nothing else, yeah, this is a good cause to donate to. With that said, any questions for me or the deck? Again, here is the metagame update that I usually do once a month, or actually, it's more like every 4 weeks. So here is the list. We went 4-1, and then in the first league we went 3-2. Thank you for the follow, Shade 920. But yeah, list felt really good. I think the ley lines are flex, but the snuff outs were pretty impressive in the matches where it came up, specifically against the whole breacher deck, where it nabbed a whole breacher, which caused an instant concession, right? Now, if there's nothing else, yeah. So that doc is gonna be on my Patreon tomorrow. I gave a sneak peek here for our viewers, but if you want to take a look at that doc in detail, it's a $5 subscription, and hopefully with type. It's a $5 subscription, and you get access to all my old articles as well. So I'll give another example. Here's the version I did last month. Where is it? Here's a doc version of that for last month. And as you can see, I'm learning from every month how I can improve. So last month I didn't have like their previous ranking, and I added that this time. So that's one thing. I also screwed up the date because it just so happened that February is 28 days, so I missed the typo here. But yeah, I talk about the new developments for every deck, the impact to elves and to legacy in general. A kind of a quick read, like 2 pages, I guess 2.5, right? But overall, I talk about the impacts to elves and in just the general legacy metagame. Might be useful for some people, even if you don't care about elves per se. But that was last month. This month, you just saw right now, will be up tomorrow on Patreon. With a $5 subscription, you have access to that and all my old articles. So without further ado, if there are no other questions, I'll go ahead and raid somebody here. Let's see, who do I want to raid? There's an Eldrazi path in modern, whatever that means. That seems interesting. I'll rate the Solar Squirrel. Thanks to everybody for stopping by.